Hello and welcome to Sonyabeonit channel. Today we're going to make a turkey salad using leftover turkey from the Thanksgiving holiday. So with that in mind, let's get started. Okay, here are the ingredients you're going to need in order to make your turkey salad. You're going to, of course, need the turkey itself. This is my turkey. This is what was left over from my turkey. You're also going to need some mayo of your choice, which I'm going to use the Kraft. I'm going to use Kraft mayonnaise. You're going to need some dry season. I chose to use the onion powder, a little black pepper, and some all-purpose seasoned salt or seasoned all. And then also I'm going to incorporate within that turkey salad to make it good, and it's optional if you want to use these things. Let me move my bowl over. Okay, what I've done is dice a few celeries. That's probably about 4 or 5 stalks from the celery. I diced it real fine, which is real easy to do. I'm going to use anywhere from a half a cup to a cup of sweet cube salad pickles. And for mine, I'm going to use 4 boiled eggs. I'm going to dice this up very fine so you won't even know it's in there, but it's going to be in the recipe. So, let's get started. This is what you want to do. You want to take your turkey and whatever meat you want to use, dark meat or the breast, the white meat. Just take chunks of your turkey and just throw it in your bowl. Now you're going to determine how much of this you want to make. I'm going to make a lot for my family to have. They can eat this throughout the day or whenever they have a taste for turkey salad, and it's just as good as chicken salad. Same recipe, just only difference is it's turkey. And if you have a turkey that was injected with a lot of seasoning, you're not going to need any of the dry season at all. If you only use butter to inject in your turkey, then you're going to use some dry season. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut all the turkey that I want to cut off to put in my bowl to make my turkey salad. And I'm going to come back and we're going to go to the next step. Okay, on this piece of turkey I cut off, and you can see where I injected the turkey during Thanksgiving with butter, and it has just a little season, so I can still use it. But if you have one of those turkeys and you just have so much season inside that turkey, you really don't want to use any more dry season. I'm going to take this, and you want to do it in chunks, and I'm just going to dice it. You don't want to have a lot of small pieces. And place that in the bowl. Okay, I think this is going to do me for us cutting from the turkey itself. This should be enough for my family. Okay, that's all my chicken. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention, when you're making your turkey salad, you do not want to carve or use any of the skin in the turkey salad. You just want the meat. So if, say for instance, if you're going to use a drumstick, make sure there's no skin on it, and you're going to carve into it, and there's no skin, then you break it off into your pan. So with that being said, this is all that I have left over of my turkey. Once I carved all that chicken off of there that I wanted to use, I'm going to wrap this up in aluminum foil and put it in a large plastic trash bag and tie it up real good and place this in my freezer. So I had so much turkey that I took off of that turkey, the meat. I had to get a larger bowl, so that's what I did. This is the meat that I took off. I had a little bit of the dark meat, but the majority is all white. We're going to pour it over into a larger bowl. And as you see, there are some big pieces. I left it that way because once you start incorporating your mayo in there and all your other ingredients, it's going to break up some more. So you don't want it to be baby fine. You want to be able to taste that meat. Okay, the next thing I want to go ahead and add is my dry season. Now, normally I would measure to tell you how much to use. On here, I'm going to tell you to use probably 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon of onion powder, if that's your preference. We're going to use a hint, which is probably about 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And with your all-purpose seasoned salt, probably about a half a teaspoon of that. And if you need to add more once you mix everything together, is by taste. You can add just a little bit more season to it, but always do it in pinch. Do a pinch. Don't do a whole lot. I'm going to pull this bowl over to the side. Now this is optional if what you want to add with it, because you really could just go ahead and add the mel to it if you want to. But to do it the way we do it down south, we're going to go ahead and add a little. That's a salad sweet cube, and that is like a half a cup to a cup with the juice, because you want it to have a combination of some sweetness to it with the other dry season. I have diced up some celery. That is probably about a cup. I think we're probably going to only use half a cup of celery. If you need to add more, you can do that later. Okay, now the next thing we're going to add to that would be the eggs. I have 4 eggs here. And what I'm going to do, I had not diced these because I want you to see how I'm going to do this. I'm not going to use any device of any sort. The only thing that I'm going to use is a fork. You're going to take your fork and just go down the center of your egg. How fine you want it diced is your preference, but I prefer mine to be diced very well, because I don't want to know that the eggs are in there. I don't want to see it, at least. So I'm going to go ahead and dice the other 3 eggs, because I'm going to need this with all this chicken that I have in my bowl. Now on average, if you're doing a small serving for a couple of days for 2 or 3 people, you're probably only going to need about 2 eggs. Okay, as you can see, I've diced that very fine, very well, and I still have 1 egg left that I think I'm not going to use, because that's a lot of eggs. There's 3 eggs and that's diced up. But do you see how fine I have the eggs diced? And I use the fork. Just this motion back and forth, back and forth. And you probably want, if you're going to dice this many eggs or cook this many eggs, you want to add your eggs in slowly, because you know eggs are dry. And we're going to go ahead, and that's 3 eggs. Go ahead and place all that inside of that. Inside of our bowl. I think I'm going to break down and buy another cutting board. I have one, but I just use that for when I'm cooking ribs. Okay. Those are all our dry ingredients. We have our meat, we have our sweet pickles, we have our celeries and eggs. So the next thing we want to do, we're going to go ahead and add the mayo. And like I stated, I'm going to use the Kraft mayonnaise. I don't have that much in here, so I'm going to go ahead and use this spoon to take it out. Okay. Now when you're adding your mayo, keep in mind that you want to add at least, if you're cooking a lot, you want to start off adding 2 cups. And I tell you that because it's going to marinate, and once it's settled, it's going to be very juicy, as if it was just the turkey itself. Now if you're not cooking that much, don't use no more than a cup of mayo. And that's still not 2 cups. But I'm going to mix that, and then if I need to add some more, I will do that. Let's put that on there. We're through with that. Okay, we're going to take the spoon, and we're going to mix that up very well. We're just going to stir it in there very well. As you can see, that's not enough mayo, so I'm going to have to add some more to it. And as I'm stirring, it's breaking the meat up. As I'm stirring it, it's going to break the meat up some more. Okay, I can't serve that like that. That's too dry. So it looks like I'm going to add just a little bit more sweet cube pickles and a lot more mayo. Okay, as you can see, I've added another half a cup of sweet pickles and another cup of mayo. We're going to mix that up very well. And as you can see, some of my chunks are breaking up. Okay, just from looking at it, for my turkey salad, I'm going to add just a little bit more of my dry season to give it color and more taste. So I'm going to add just a little bit more of my all-purpose seasoned salt. And this is probably going to be about a tablespoon. A couple sprints of black pepper. And a tablespoon of onion powder, more. Mix it up very well. You're talking about something delicious. This is going to be good. You can eat this on a sub sandwich. You can eat it with some crackers, or you can just eat it by itself. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and plate this, and I will be right back. Okay, so there you have it, our turkey salad that we made from our leftover Thanksgiving turkey. This turkey salad can be served in many different ways. As you can see, I have a platter that I made with different options. You can serve it with celery, you can serve it with a squeeze of lemon on top, some crackers, and it would taste so delicious on any type of bread or sub sandwich. So, enjoy. So I hope you have enjoyed the time we've shared together and redefining how we eat our leftovers. So the next time that you're in a mood for something different with your leftover, come on back over to Sonyabeonit's channel and we will redefine it together. As the old folks used to say, waste not, want not. Until next time, be blessed.